Hi, this was a law of signs question from quiz sections 8.1 and 8.2. Here we have a triangle. It says find angle A and length of side X. And it also says pictures not drawn to scale, but you can assume an angle that appears acute is acute and an angle that appears obtuse is obtuse. So first thing I notice is angle A is obtuse, meaning more than 90 degrees. So when you do law of signs on this, there's two possible angles for A, so you got to keep that in mind. So let's work this one out. All right, so I copied the triangle onto a blank page so I can work it out. So first of all, how do you know to use law of sines rather than law of cosines? Here's the easy trick. You have an angle, and then you have the length opposite of that angle. When you have two knowns and they're opposites like that, then it's law of sines. And so we have sine of 38 degrees divided by 13 is equal to, and then you can do sine of A down here divided by 21. And then solve for A. So you can cross multiply here. So do 21 times sine 38 equals 13 times sine of A, and then divide by 13, and just do this all at once on your calculator. All right, so angle A, whatever it is, when you take sine of it, will give you this. Okay, so I'll just use this calculator right here. This is the Desmos calculator. So every calculator is a little different. I forgot what it was already. So it's 21 times sine 38. 21 times sine of 38. And then closing parentheses. Oh, by the way, make sure your calculator's in degree mode. It says degrees right there. If it's because the angles are measured in degrees. If you're in radian mode, then you're going to get the wrong answer. All right, and then divided by, and it's divided by what again? 13. Okay, actually, let's put the 13 down there. Okay. All right, so that's good enough. So 0.99453. I'll just round it. 0.99453 should be good enough. All right, so 0.99453 equals sine of A. All right, now, one thing to keep in mind, your answer should always be between -1 and +1. Actually between 0 and 1, because your angle is between 0 and 180. If you get an answer that's like 1 point something, then you made a mistake, because sine of, or it's impossible to solve, where sometimes that happens also. All right, but this is less than 1, so it looks like I'm on the right track, and it looks like there is a legitimate answer to this. All right, so anyways, now take inverse sine of that number. Where's inverse sine on this thing here? Maybe it's here. Here we go. Okay, so inverse sine. All right, let me copy and paste this number. Oops. Try that again. Okay, there we go. All right, clear. All right, inverse sine of that number. Okay, and I'm in degree mode. That's good. So 84.004. I believe the question said round off to 1 digit, so I'll just round this to 84.0. All right, so angle A is 84.0. Okay, well, that's one possible solution to this. And if the triangle was drawn differently, you had 38 degrees and you had an angle that was like this, maybe, and that was your angle A, then that would be your answer, 84.0. But according to the instructions, it says in the picture, if it looks obtuse, then you assume it's obtuse. So remember, when you're doing sine, let's look at our unit circle. There's always two answers. Inverse sine gives you the answer up here in the first quadrant, and then there's a corresponding angle over in the second quadrant, at least for positive numbers. For negative numbers, that's not going to happen with law of sines, but But so you have to subtract from 180. So 180 minus 84 equals 96. So there's the other answer for the angle A, and that's the answer I want for this one, 96 degrees. All right, so let's put that in our figure here. Let's erase the A. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I'm going to write in 96 degrees. Okay, now at this point, you can solve for that last angle, even though they didn't ask us to do it. It's just a very simple matter to just subtract. So we might as well, because there's other homework questions where you have to subtract. So 180 minus, remember all three angles always add up to 180. Oops, hold on here. 180, clear all. Okay, 180 minus 38 minus 96. We're left with 46. 46 degrees. Okay, now we got to find side x right there. So at this point, you've got a lot of choices. If you want, you can use law of cosines with the 46 and the 2113, or just do law of sines again. Sine 46 divided by x. So actually, I did have to find that angle anyways. So sine 46 divided by x equals sine 96 divided by 21. So let's go ahead and just do law of sines again. Let me erase all this here. All right. Bear with me just a moment here. All right. So let's do it. So sine 46 degrees divided by x equals sine 96 divided by, oh, and that should be 96.0 because it says one digit after this point, divided by 21. And just cross multiply again. So 21 times sine 46 equals x times sine 96. I'll just do two steps at once. Just divide by sine 96 equals x. Okay, calculator again. Again, make sure your calculator's in degree mode. Oop, not that calculator. That calculator's not good for trig. Here it is. All right, clear. All right, oh, I forgot already. It was, okay, 21 times sine 46. You can also just type it in. You don't have to click the sine button there. Divided by sine 96. Sine 96. Okay, 15.18, and I'll round it to 15.2. So x is 15.2. And there you have it. All right, if you want to check your work, say this is a quiz question, you want to be extra sure your answer is right, you can just check. Is sine of 46 divided by 15.2, is that really equal to sine 96 divided by 21? And you can also do things like, is sine 38 divided by 13 equal to sine 46 divided by 15.2, and so on. You can also throw in law of cosines and see if the numbers match up with the law of cosines as well. And also, to check your work, let's erase the x now, you can just use common sense. Just ask yourself, does this make sense? The biggest angle is opposite of the longest side. Yeah, that makes sense. The medium angle, 46 degrees, matches up with the medium length, and the smallest angle, 38 degrees, matches with the smallest side. So that's a quick, easy way to check to see if you're on the right track as well. And that's it for that question. Okay, I went back to the quiz. I typed them in, 96.0 for angle, 15.2 for the x. Let's see if it's right. Good, we got it right. Okay, thanks for watching.